So with that said, I think we'll certainly transition to sort of our last big topic, Tyler Perry.
Yes.
Another I mean, I would probably say already legendary black filmmaker, right?
Yeah.
As controversial of a statement that may be to some people, I don't know.
But he is though.
Right. But I mean,
he's legendary.
What he's done is it's an anomaly almost. So if you don't know what we're talking about, this past weekend, Tyler Perry celebrated the grand opening of his brand new studio lot that he has opened in Atlanta, Georgia, that he's been working on for like 4 or 5 years at this point. He purchased the land back in 2015, I believe. 330 acres.
Ooh.
That's quite a lot of land.
In case y'all don't know, so Tyler Perry Studios is so big, you can fit Disney, actually. You can fit Disney Studios. You can fit Marvel Studios, which is separate most of the time.
Yep.
You can fit Fox in there. You can fit Universal,
Paramount,
and Warner Brothers all in Tyler Perry Studio.
Wow.
Insane. You know how big that is? It's a marvel.
That's context. If you've ever been to Los Angeles, and if you've ever like either been on one of those studio tours or have driven past one of those, movie lots in LA, they're massive. I've seen Paramount Studios. I've been to Universal. I've seen Warner Brothers. They have a lot of land. These are really big studios where big productions happen. These huge sound stages, but Tyler Perry has gone above and beyond. 330 acres. Like I said, 2015 I think is when he purchased the land and he started building, and he's been working on it ever since. Before 2015, he owned his own. This is not the first time he's owned a studio. He's owned land before, but it was a much smaller scale. Now, 12 huge sound stages. If you go on the website tylerperrystudios.com, you can see the specifics. Huge sound stages for all of his productions and other productions that he'll probably lease the land out to. And all of the sound stages are named after really iconic black trailblazers in cinema, from Denzel Washington to Halle Berry to Diane Carroll.
Yeah.
He's named them after these really profound people in filmmaking. And he celebrated the grand opening this past weekend. Guest list was like 800 people. A who's who of celebrities that were there. I mean,
it was ridiculous.
It was honestly insane how many A-listers were there. Like top of the food chain celebrities were there, from Jay Z and Beyonce.
That by itself is like that tells everybody else that it's important.
Yeah, like if they're there,
J and B there,
it must be something important.
It's got to be something,
because B gonna pop a fit, and be on the gram, and it's gonna be something serious. Oprah was there.
Yep, Oprah was there.
Halle Berry, like I mentioned. I mean, who else, bro? Like Colin Kaepernick.
Oh yeah, Colin Kaepernick
showed up.
Oh, his suit was great, by the way.
It was really good. I mean, the list is just long and extensive. I can't even.
It's actually ridiculous.
Yeah, I can't even begin to try to name, the amount of people that were there. But all that to say, it was a huge celebration, and I just wanted to take the time. This is two black nerds, right? And so we are here to obviously talk about all the nerd stuff that we love, but we're also here to celebrate black filmmaking and filmmakers, and Tyler Perry is in that conversation. This is the first black-owned movie studio ever.
That means he don't gotta ask nobody for shit
ever.
He makes the decisions. He tells you need to go to that studio over there.
Yep.
And you ain't gotta ask no white man.
Nope.
You
never.
Ask Tyler.
You ask Tyler Perry. People might not know this. Before the grand opening happened, again, I mentioned he's had this land for years now, and he's been working on it. He talked about how he invested it $250 million to make this happen. That's that's a staggering amount of money. I don't even know what that looked like.
That's insane.
I don't even know what that looked like, right? But in that time frame, Black Panther borrowed a lot of sound stages to shoot their movie there.
That's tight.
People don't know that, or they might not know that.
That's amazing.
Think about that. Black Panther filmed, already at Tyler Perry Studios, and we know how much, most of us love that movie, right? And they utilize that land in Atlanta. That's just a testament to the opportunities that are capable of happening from now on, because like you mentioned, Tyler Perry is the head honcho. He doesn't have to answer to nobody. That's his property, right? And so any production from his own things that he does, from TV shows and movies to even other, pieces of cinema that are going to be happening from other black filmmakers, that's an option for them now.
Mm-hmm.
And that's crazy, man. I just think it's really truly something to celebrate, irregardless of how you feel about the quality of his films or the subject matter. That in and of itself it's historic.
But that just makes his movies so much more important though, right? Like, even though you may not like Tyler Perry's movies, those are the stepping stones to get us to this point.
Yeah.
You know what I
mean?
They
had to happen.
They had to happen in order for us to get here.
That's a great point.
And yeah, again, no matter how you feel about his movies, again, me personally, I always say if Madea ain't in it, it's probably one of the better ones. Even though,
that's a good point.
But which is crazy because I love the character. I really do love the character. But it's something about her in the movie that maybe it's too good of moments,
for sure,
rather than the whole movie, or I don't know what it is. But again, all the ones I like the most, she's not in.
Yeah. I mean, he's done really good movies without that character in particular. Like good movies that I like too, and I think also like. Again, regardless of how you feel about the quality of the movies or some of the movies or the characters or whatever it may be, you also cannot deny the fact how many black people he's put to work.
Oh boy.
Black screenwriters and directors and producers and costume designers and all these people that have talent to break into the industry.
Yeah.
You cannot deny the fact of how many people he's put to work, and also how many of your favorite actors and actresses he's actually kind of put on.
Yeah,
right?
That's real.
Like when The Rock was kind of struggling in Hollywood and didn't really have his identity yet, that man showed up in Why Did I Get Married?
He did.
People forget about that, right?
That whole movie it's actually
a great movie.
That's one of my favorite Tyler Perry movies.
It's actually,
if not my favorite.
It's actually a great movie.
I love that. That first Why Did I Get Married is even the second one's good. I just woo.
Yeah.
That was my jams.
Idris Elba, he gave a leading role to. Right? Daddy's Little Girls, like that.
I think that really was like the ignition for Idris Elba. Like,
it might have been. Yeah.
Like I can't think of any other pivotal moment in Idris Elba's career than that movie right there.
Yeah.
Because when you think about it, name a movie where Idris Elba is the star. That's not Daddy's Little Girls.
Like the actual
lead
star of
the movie.
I can't. Every time I'm thinking about a movie, I know he's a co-star.
This man played Heimdall. Nope.
Yeah.
He played the evil dude in No Good Deeds.
Yeah. He was a bad guy in Star Trek.
Bad guy in Star Trek. The bad guy in Hobbs and Shaw.
He was co-star in Molly's Game with Jessica Chastain. Yeah. I mean, he's typically co-star antagonist sort of role, but not like lead.
And that was his lead movie.
Yeah.
And I can't think of any other movie. Even Pacific Rim. He was like the dudes, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was a great movie for him.
Right.
I'm sure he made so much money off that movie, but he was not the main character.
That's true. I mean, that's an example of just like Tyler Perry taking a risk on somebody, putting them to work. And I mean, there's countless other actors and actresses, I'm sure,
for sure.
that I just can't,
I feel like Tyler Perry created another shift in Taraji P. Henson.
Like a resurgence, maybe.
Like a resurgence of Taraji's.
Yeah.
Like a lot of Taraji movies you name post Baby Boy is Tyler Perry movie.
That's true. She's gotten a lot of work from Tyler Perry. Yeah. And I wish Taraji got more love too, like on the movie tip, because I think she's lead actress caliber, and sometimes her movies don't always perform well.
They don't. But it's not always her.
It's definitely. I don't think really it's ever her. To be quite honest,
yeah.
I think it's bigger problems than that, and she's a black woman, and that's a conversation. But again, that's just to reiterate the point, like how many people he has put on and how many people he has employed, and that again, I have nothing but respect for that. I think he deserves all the recognition and praise for this.
Yeah, man.
And I'm just really excited to see.
I want to go there.
What happens? I hope. I mean, I'm sure they will, because most movie studios do. But I hope he opens up public studio tours.
They should let us direct a movie there.
Oh man, listen.
Directed by two black nerds.
Listen, open up a contest, Tyler, like some
boy.
sort of like short film contest or like a submission. We will enter that thing and come down to Atlanta and make some stuff happen, because that would be dope.
It was really dope.
Yeah.
That China McClain. You see, he was making stars for people.
Oh yeah,
like the
Hollywood Walk of Fame stars. Yeah.
He made a star for China McClain.
Yeah,
and that was so tight to me.
Yeah, and Keisha Knight Pulliam too.
We've been watching these people grow.
Yeah,
and again, from their perspective, China McClain plays freaking Lightning.
Yeah,
in Black Lightning, and I was like, this is the greatest thing ever to me, because she's hitting a part in her maturity where she's gonna get way more roles now, to where it's just like, Yeah, Tyler did that.
I mean, we're talking about
that's Daddy's Little Girls again.
We're talking about Black Hollywood,
Black
almost.
Hollywood,
our own studio, you know, our own Walk of Fame, our own movies, our own projects. Like, I mean, imagine if we can, you know, cultivate that opportunity and more people can start to do stuff like that. I mean, he talked about. I mean, a lot of what he talked about in the interviews that happened during the grand opening, he was talking about inspiration and dreaming and all of that stuff. And that stuff, man, it really touched me because he mentioned how he was with Oprah in 2005 and he went, I forget where they went. I don't know if it was like a White House dinner or somewhere. He went to some really important event with Oprah and he was in the room and he looked at just all the incredible people in the room, all the A-list celebrities and politicians. And he was like, why am I here? I don't deserve to be here. And somebody was sitting next to him, somebody else famous, and looked at him and said, you deserve to be here.
Yeah.
Right? You know, and from that moment on, he decided to take his own destiny into his hands and to do something about it. And so him talking about just dreaming and aspiring for these things, like it's possible, you know, and the fact that he came from damn near nothing and made this happen.
So amazing.
That should be inspiration for all of us, right?
That is just, and we all were here for the journey.
We saw
like,
it,
we
right?
watched all of this happen.
Yeah.
Like
we went to the plays.
We were watching Madea plays.
Yeah.
I remember I was watching Meet the Browns, the Madea play.
Meet
Not
the
the movie,
Browns,
the
man.
play.
Yes.
That play goes crazy.
The play.
Running over to the left.
Yeah.
Like that play is amazing.
Yeah.
And
I remember going to a play in St. Louis. I think it was Madea Goes to Jail.
Madea Goes to Jail. Yeah.
St. Louis. He used to always come through, and the Fox Theater, St. Louis. If you're from there, you know where I'm talking about. It used to always sell out. Anytime a Madea play, Tyler Perry play come to town, man, it was an event. It felt like a big thing.
Yeah, it was.
So
because it wasn't happening.
Yeah,
it wasn't happening.
Yeah.
But now he has transcended, right? He literally, that is, again, it's so crazy. We watched it happen. You went from plays to movies to now owning an entire lot that will own those movies. Yeah. Like, you will see Tyler Perry Studios on way more films now.
100%.
And yeah, it's just sensational.
I encourage people, you know, we don't know when this will happen or what movies this will happen for, but when you see a movie, or in particular, if you see a Black movie, stay for the end credits. Watch the end credits. I think it's actually kind of important. I know how we are. I mean, credits are credits, right?
They'd be like, oh, time to go.
Yeah, it's a bunch of text. You got places to be. I get it. I totally get it. But maybe just for one movie, try it out. Stay for the credits of a Black movie that comes out soon, and just look at the names.
Yeah,
like those are real humans, right? That work on these movies, that put a lot of time and effort into bringing these things to life, and see all of their names that go into bringing these things to the screen. And you may even see, you know, like you mentioned, in the future, we might start seeing that Tyler Perry Studios logo at the end of movies, right? And that's important, man. That's important.
So
you can't ever take that away. That's forever in the history books. That is proof that it has happened, that it is cemented, and
that's so tight.
That we are here, man. And it's really cool to see. So I just want to shout out everything that they did this past weekend. And he also got his own star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, which, you know, is further cementing his legacy as
for sure
iconic Black filmmaker, right? So
you know, I was talking to somebody the other day about how as much as we love our Black TV shows, right? You got your Powers, your Queen of Sugars, you know what I mean? You have all these Black TV shows. None of them ever, I guess, get the recognition, or they're not good enough to show up in award shows.
Yeah.
And one, I think that's because of volume, right? How many Black shows can we possibly watch? Or like how many possibly exist, right?
Sure.
Like, even when we name shows in recent history, right? Your Atlantas, again, your Powers, your Insecures. Compare that to how many others there are out there. The volume makes no sense, right?
Yeah.
Like, we be rooting for 3 shows to get nominated.
But there's a lot more, right?
Yeah, but then there's like 1,000 white directed, you know what I mean, shows out there. And I think this movie will give us the volume You know what I mean? Rather good or bad. There's got to be some good ones to come out, right?
For sure.
So I feel like this studio will give us the volume to actually start and compete on these stages in the way we want them to.
Yeah, more frequently, more opportunities coming about. Yeah, no, I totally agree. I'm looking forward to it, man. I can't wait to see what the next couple years looks like and see the things that come out of that studio.
I'm excited.
Like
man.
I said, man, hopefully he opens up some public studio tours because I personally will go down.
That'd be a nice trip.
Yeah, I will take myself down to Atlanta and
Easy.
we can make a trip and showcase that because that would be phenomenal. So shout out Tyler Perry, shout out Tyler Perry Studios and all the people that attended and all the future opportunities that's going to create for the hundreds and thousands of people aspiring to break into the black entertainment industry, the entertainment industry in general. So